Let's go out to Kaylin in Columbus, Ohio. What's up, Kaylin?
Hi, how are you?
Doing great. How about you?
I'm okay.
What's up? How can I help?
Oh, I talked to you a few weeks ago, and you told me I could call back whenever and kind of tell you what's going on. And
Oh no, did I give you bad advice?
No. It has nothing. It has really. It's almost not connected to that at all, to be honest.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, so what's up?
Yeah. Okay. So my question is, how can I support my spouse in the aftermath of my mental health crisis?
Give me some more context. What happened?
So almost 3 weeks ago, so like just a couple days after I talked to you last time, I was admitted to a psychiatric crisis stabilization hospital on an involuntary 72-hour hold.
Oh man, that means you were acutely suicidal. What happened?
I just didn't want to be alive anymore.
Yeah.
I'd been depressed for a while this summer, and so my doctor increased the medication I was on, and I think it was the wrong medication for my body because a week after the medication, everything just got like 100 times worse, and it just felt like I was in a hole that I could never crawl out of. So I went to the hospital.
I've actually heard it the other way, where when they ratchet up your meds a lot in an acute setting, it actually takes somebody who's in a black hole and gives them just enough gumption to cash out.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of pulling it deeper down the rabbit hole, it actually pulls you up where you can see just a little bit. I can just reach to the top of the counter to go ahead and get off this train.
Yeah. So things are bad.
Yeah. Let's back out. Why did you call the show originally?
The first time, about my mom asking me for money.
Okay.
And feeling like resentful towards her. So, yeah, it's not really directly related to that.
Well, but I mean, I'm just trying to get a context for your depression, but that's not really why you're calling. So let's get to your call. So number one, I'm so glad that you're alive.
Thank you.
Are you?
Most of the time.
Okay. I'll take that as a win right now.
Yeah.
Do you? I know when you're sitting in the black hole and you feel tired, and you feel like I'm out. Do you also feel like people would be better off without you around?
Yeah, and I have like more context for that.
Okay, tell me more about that.
So especially after coming home from the hospital, things have just been like crazy. When I was in the hospital, my mom wanted to see me, and I didn't want to see her just because like she causes so much stress. So my husband had to kind of relay that information, and it didn't go over very well. My mom basically told my whole family that my husband is abusive and manipulative and keeping me from her. And so like no one is talking to my husband, and it's like I just feel so horrible because I like created this mess. And
hold on, whoa. I'm gonna challenge that hard. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay, you play no role in this. Your husband did exactly what he was supposed to do, which is stand between you and any sort of danger coming your way.
Yeah.
And that was your mom. God bless your husband, dude. Good for him. He stood down a dragon. And that dragon couldn't do anything to him because he's a strong man and he loves you. So she went and burned down everything else in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
All of your safety nets, all your relationships, all the people you reach out to, his reputation, all of it. That is not you, Kaylin. You're separate from that. In fact, she's been trying to drag you underwater with her for years.
Yeah.
And you've kept fighting. because that's who you are. You're so strong and you don't even see it. And then you married an amazing guy who will stand shoulder to shoulder with you and say, let's do this together.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I want you to hear, I know how you feel. I trust you when you tell me how you feel.
Yeah.
I'm asking you to trust me when I tell you how you feel is not reality. Reality is you're a very strong woman who is a core part of your husband's life, or he wouldn't stand in front of the fire for you. And vice versa, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when it feels heavy and dark, challenge that feeling because it's not true. I'm heartbroken that your mom treats you like this and treats him like this. It's truly heartbreaking.
Yeah. So I called my mom last week or the week before and basically told her, like, this is not my husband. This is, and I hadn't had, like, a conversation with her like this. So I don't know, but I just said, like, right now, you are causing me anxiety. Being around you makes me stressed out because I'm just so worried about your financial situation all the time. And I need to focus on getting better and healing right now. And so I need space from you. And it seemed to go okay, but she keeps like messaging my husband, like, I'm so sad. When can I see Kaylin again?
Okay, but listen, I want to give you some context. This is bigger than money.
Yeah.
Your mom has used you for your entire life to prop her up, whether that was emotional, psychological, financial. And now she's trying to use you again to make her feel better because you're in the hospital.
Yeah.
That's insane. Your job in your lowest moments when you're hurting, when you're surrounded by medical care professionals, your job is not to make her feel better. She's a grown woman. That's her job in her community that she should have surrounding her. But she's used you as a life raft, and that was never your job. You were her daughter. Can I just tell you how out of this world proud of you I am for having that conversation with her?
Thank you.
Like that's not a little win. So after you get out of this out of an involuntary hold, here's the goal: little wins.
Yeah.
Right? I want you just to shower today, and then you can get back in bed. Have you all had those conversations? I just want you to have one meal, and you get back in bed. Have you all walked through that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm actually back at work now too. So
Excellent.
slowly. Yeah.
But a big win is you calling the dragon and saying, hey, you are a part of this problem here. And I value my health and my body and my personality and my marriage so much that I am building a wall between us. Dude, that takes a long time for someone to get the strength and courage to do that. I can't tell you how proud of you I am for that. It's amazing. Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Wherever you're sitting, will you stand up like real tall? Don't get up, but just like put your back straight. And I want you to like take your shoulders and clench them up real tight around your ears. Just do it for like 2 seconds. 1, 2, and then drop them. Like, you did that. Like, for real.
Yeah.
And I know it hurt. And you hung up the phone and probably felt guilty and bad. And oh my gosh, what's going to happen? I'm so proud of you. Okay, so we're back. And now my guess is your husband is hovering over you like an umbrella. Like an Ella umbrella.
Yes. And I know it's because he loves me and he's worried, but it's like just constant, you know, like he's just so panicked that I'm going to do something stupid. And I get it, but...
Are you going to?
It feels like a lot. I don't think so.
Nope. That's not a good answer.
Okay, no.
Okay. Are you saying that just to shut me up?
No.
Okay. If there's any crack in that concrete, he's going to do what he can to cover it up, as he should.
Yeah.
as any of us who love our wives would do. What y'all have to work through right now is the development of a plan that is ironclad, that you will stick to and that he will stick to and that your medical professionals will stick to. What does that mean? I need you. You can text me 4 times a day. All these texts are stressing me out. But I also know that you love me and I love you and I need that connection. So we're going to agree to text 4 times a day. We're going to agree to SOS, skin on skin contact, 4 times a day. Right when we wake up, we're going to stay in bed an extra 2 minutes and just hold hands and touch feet.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Like, we're going to come up with a plan, and we're going to, you, especially Kaylin, are going to stick to that plan like glue.
Okay.
And that's going to slowly release his grip on, okay, she's safe. She's safe.
Yeah.
The woman who I pledged my whole life to is safe. Now I can breathe too.
Yeah.
Right? Does it make you uncomfortable that he loves you that much?
No.
Okay. When you're in the black hole, though, you feel like his life would be better if you were gone, didn't you?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Sorry.
That's okay.
I don't know. I feel like I just don't like add anything to anyone. Like I don't like add value to anything.
Okay. As I said earlier, I will honor the fact that that's your feeling. All of the evidence that you've given me is to the contrary. And it's important to remember this one thing. Feelings are not designed to tell us the truth. That's not their job. Their job is to keep us safe.
Yeah.
And so, like when a soccer ball rolls into the street and my son goes to get it and I scream, "You're going to die!" He's probably not going to die. But my job is to keep him alive, right? Not to tell him the truth in that moment. Similarly, that's your body's telling you, like, hey, here's somebody else who said they love us. The last time somebody said they loved us, they were a vampire. They tried to take everything. And this guy sounds like he's for real. Is he for real?
Yeah.
So the next time you feel like you don't add any value, I want you to remember this conversation. I want you to remember that guy who right now you are so annoyed that he is so close to you all the time because he loves you that much.
Yeah.
Do I have your solemn promise that if you ever get feeling like you want to hurt yourself again, that you'll call somebody?
Yeah.
Say, I solemnly promise.
I solemnly promise.
Okay. You can't lie against a podcast or a YouTube show. That's like cosmic or something. Okay?
Okay.
I think here, like in all honesty, the conversation goes like this with your husband. I'm home for 2 weeks. I'm home for 3 weeks. I can tell you can't breathe, which then makes me not breathe, which then makes you not breathe. And so this is our reality. And you look him in the eye and you hold both of his hands and you say, I will never hurt myself again, ever. And I want you to say it with conviction and mean it. And if you don't believe that, then you got to call your psychiatrist and your counselor right away. You promise?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm having a hard time believing you right now.
Okay. Well, part of it is because it's hard when people say, like, hurt yourself, because I don't know if you mean, like, self-harm or suicide or both.
Both.
Okay.
Because you have to stop cutting too.
I know.
That build up inside builds up and builds up and builds up. And that's that ultimate fatigue. I'm just done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And can you tell I've had this conversation a whole bunch in my life?
Yeah.
Okay. But you got to go sit with somebody and say, I want to stop cutting. Which in and of itself, I doesn't even get my heart rate up. That doesn't bother me. But when you attach that to this idea that I'm slowly kind of sort of-ish practicing. And so if you're going to hurt yourself or if you're going to take your life, you have to make that call.
Yeah.
Everybody's life around you is an ash. If you're not here.
Yeah, my counselor keeps telling me, like I said, like I feel like all of this mess wouldn't have happened if I had just killed myself. And she was like, Kaylin, it would just be like 100 times worse. What are you talking about?
It would be infinitely worse. Infinitely worse. And I don't care about them right now. I care about you. You wouldn't be here. And my children would miss out on the contribution you're going to add to the world. I don't want that world. Okay?
Yeah.
And I know it doesn't feel like you add a contribution to it. That's where the work is. And so you hear me. Do you trust me?
Yeah.
Okay. So you hear me saying what I'm saying, and you don't feel that what I'm saying registers as truth. And I get that. Instead of being scared by that, say, I got to figure out how to build a bridge to that. Because I trust that guy. Even when I don't trust me, I trust that guy. I trust my counselor even when I don't trust me. I trust my husband even when I don't trust me. So how do I build a bridge to get there? And that's what your counselor helps you do. And it's about learning some new skills. That's it. You got a toolkit, and all you have in it is a razor blade and a bottle of pills, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Cool. Let's get some new tools. Because the pain you feel is real. The home you grew up in was a chaotic mess. We're going to get some new tools. We're going to learn to exercise. And you're like, no. Yep, it has to happen. Or you can learn to go for a walk with your husband every day. You're going to learn to turn electronics off and not just spin out and spin out and spin out and spin out. You're going to learn to have people over to your house and hang out. Those are just skills. They're not crazy things for crazy people who got talents that you didn't get. Just skills. What do you do for a living?
I'm a teacher.
Oh my gosh, you've learned that skill. What grade do you teach?
I teach fourth. They're the best.
And did you know your room of 25 little fourth graders goes home to their parents every night and tells them how much they love Miss Kaylin?
I think some of them do.
They all do. Even the ones that don't like you do. Because you know what some of them are going through in their homes.
Yeah.
And you know that some of them look in the mirror and don't like what they see, and you know what that feels like. And you know that some of them sit in that classroom and wish they could just disappear in their own seat, and they can't. And that makes you the dream teacher.
I'm good at my job.
I know you are. I just want you to love yourself as much as those fourth graders love you. At least. Fair?
Yeah.
Fair. So you're not leaving me. You're not leaving those kids. You're not leaving your knuckleheaded husband who loves you so much. And you've already taken the awesome first hard step of not leaving, but just separating yourself from people who hurt you. Cool.
Yeah.
And we're done with cutting. And we're going to find some alternative behaviors there.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
You got no more reason to punish Kaylin. Kaylin's pretty awesome. Cool?
Yeah.
So let's make a plan with husband. in a very detailed plan, almost like a fourth grade, like you would give to your fourth graders. At 8:00 is when we hug, and at 10:15 is when I have a break, and I will text you, tell you how much I love you. And at noon, I will text you, and at this time, I will text you, and at dinner, we will do this. And if I end up cutting in my car out in the parking lot before school starts, my promise is I will call this counselor and I will call you. If I start feeling like I don't want to be here anymore and I'm going to take my life, I will call this person and I will call this person and I will call you. You have my solemn word promise. And we will begin to take a walk together before school starts and in the evening. And we'll get a dog and we'll fill in the blank. But y'all come up with a plan together so that he can exhale a little bit, which will allow you to exhale a little bit, which will allow him to exhale a little bit, and takes all of the smoke out of your house. You just got to practice it. And I honestly recommend that you and him go to your counselor and say, hey, we want to make a safety plan for our home so that we can all breathe in here. And your counselor will probably smile real big and say, well, I got you on that one. So grateful you're here, Kayla. You, again, call anytime. Call next week. We'll have you back on. So glad that you're here.